function and key psychological law of consumption. Okay. Consumption function and key psychological law of consumption. You are all aware that Keynes is said to be the one of the prominent economists who has given maximum theories in macroeconomics. Okay. So that is the subject matter is full of Keynes laws. Okay. So here in the first unit we have Keynes psychological law of consumption and consumption function. Then here Keynes psychological law of consumption explains the relationship between personal income and consumption. Personal income and consumption. That is, here the law clearly says that it is all about the individual's income and consumption. That is, it shows the relationship between the income and consumption of the individual. So, Keynes states that the psychology of the community, that is the psychology of the society, is such that it will be like when aggregate real income is increased. When aggregate real income is increased. That is, when income is increased, aggregate consumption is also increased. Okay. As the aggregate total income of the individual increases, the consumption also will increase. Okay. Then, but not by so much as income. But not by so much as income. Okay, now assume that the individual is, assume that person A is making 1 lakh per month. Is making 1 lakh per month. This is his income. Okay. Then the consumption is about 60,000. Okay. Okay. So here individual is spending almost 60% of his income to meet his wants. Okay. Now assume that there is an increase in the income. Okay. That is, the individual has got some increment. That is, he has got some DA. For example, the government will be giving DA and IR to the government employees. Okay. That is, according to the increase in the price level, the DA as well as the IR will be declared by the government. Then assume that the individual income has increased from 1 lakh to 1,50,000. Okay. There will be a change in income, delta Y, that is here is 1,50,000. 1,50,000 is the increase in the income. That is here 1 lakh is the income. There is another 50,000 increase in the income. Then when income increases, the consumption also will increase. Okay. Then the consumption may increase maybe up to 1 lakh 75 or 80,000. That is why the reason is I will tell you. Okay. So here the Keynes psychological law says that when aggregate income is increased, the aggregate consumption is also increased, but not by so much as income. Okay. Then increase in income is 50,000, but increase in consumption is about 20,000. Okay. If you compare this, 1 lakh is the income. Okay. Now the income is increased to 1,50,000. Then previous consumption is 60,000, and the current consumption is 80,000. So here the change in consumption is only up to 20,000. So this is what Keynes says. Okay. As the community's income, when the aggregate income is increased, the consumption also, aggregate consumption also increased, but not by so much as income. This part you have to know. But not by so much as income. Then now, this concept, that is Keynes psychological law of consumption, is also known as propensity to consume. Propensity to consume, or is also called consumption function in macroeconomics. I think in the previous class we discussed what is the ABC, what is MPC. ABC stands for average propensity to consume, MPC stands for marginal propensity to consume. will be having some assumptions. That is, by keeping some things constant, we can study the economic theory, economic formula. So here we have the assumptions of Pekin's psychological law of consumption. One is no change in spending habits of the people. That is, when studying this Pekin's psychological law of consumption, we need to assume that there must be no change in spending habits of the people. Okay, that is, even the income increases, the spending pattern should be same. You have to assume to be same. Then one more is when income changes, other variables like income distribution, price level, population etc. remains unchanged. So here these things also are assumed to be constant. That is what the other variables like income distribution, allocation of income by the individual, and price level. There must be no change in the price level. Okay, and there must be no change in population. So here these three usually in the real world it is not possible. That is, every time you are aware that the price level will keep on increasing. Yeah. So for example, like now the government has increased the DA, means people will have more money. Then they will demand more goods. Then what happens? The price will skyrocket. The price will increase. So here, this assume may not be like we cannot see that the assumption is validated. Then population we cannot control. In Chennai city, every day some thousands of kids are taking birth. Okay. So here there is no possibility of controlling population also. Then other assumption is there is no interference of government controlling the consumption of the people. Okay, so here Keynes says that there must be no interference of the government. Government should not interfere in the economy by controlling the consumption of the people. So India is to be a mixed economy. Then there is no possibility that the government can interfere in controlling the consumption pattern of the people in the country. So there is a possibility in socialist economy. Countries like Russia, China, they could control. Okay. Then North Korea, where King is ruling. So there is a possibility of consumption of the people getting control of the government. But it is not cannot be happen in the countries like India. Because India is a mixed economy. Then here, apart from that, there are other points which have been provided by the Keynes psychological law of consumption. They are called the propositions of the law. That is, when income aggregate income is increases. That is sorry. When aggregate income increases, the expenditure also increases in a smaller proportion. So here it is clear to you that there is an increase in the income up to 50,000, but there is an increase in consumption only up to 20,000. So that here the reason we can understand that already the individual has met all the needs through his income. Then as the income increases, he will spend some more money on some other goods, but he cannot spend entire money. So here, as the income increases, consumption also increases, but it will not be as much of the income of the individual. Because the reason is the individual has met his consumption needs through his income already. Okay. Then the extra income he may not spend. Then he spends some percentage, then the remaining goes as a savings. Then as the income increases, the extra income is divided between spending and savings. Spending and saving more in latter. That is, spendings will be less and more money will go into savings. That is, immediately the individual will not plan his expenditure, plan his spending. Okay. So the excess money whatever has come as the increased income goes majorly into savings. Then another point is, as the income increases, both spending and savings go up. Both spending as well as savings will go up. So this is what the key psychological law of